So I'm going to tell you something crazy, and obviously I had to talk about this game this morning with my co-host Jacoby on the mismatch. And he was a little disappointed in me because I did not become super brash and braggadocious about all of this. And I brought up, as I have many times on this show, the old Hubie Brown thing. There's five times a year where that team's got it and you ain't got it. And then there's 5 times a year that's the reverse. And then there's the other 72 games. Whether or not you subscribe to that or not, it's the idea that sometimes very extreme things happen. And what I expressed to him was, I hate that it was such a bloodbath that it can be written off like, okay, like they had nothing. The Grizzlies had everything. They made all their threes, and that team was extremely pitiful, right? It's almost like if it's 20, it's like, okay, we're supposed to be peers, but look how much better we are than you.
Right.
If it's 50, it's I mean, come on. It was so extreme.
You can't talk. You can't go on your little podcast.
You can't go on your little podcast.
It calls people soft.
Your little podcast.
Yeah, you can't. Little. It's this big. Your podcast did look this big.
And you know what makes me mad? I love Baron Davis, and he's drug Baron Davis into it.
Yeah, what's a homie,
Baron
bro?
Davis is likable.
Yeah.
We like Baron Davis.
Yeah, good cardio. Shout out Tony Snell.
It's tough.
0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 block shots, 0 field goals, 19 minutes of play, and a whopping minus 42.
That's impressive.
In fact, I read this morning that Steph Curry and Draymond Green pulled off the impossible last night. And that was...
Or what we thought.
They're the only players with minus 40 or worse as teammates outside of Kelly Oubre and Bilal Coulibaly.
Oh, wow, that's tough.
They had pulled it off early.
Not the Wizards, man. If you're compared to the Wizards, that's a...
the Wizards.
That's not a place you want to be.
Yeah, very interesting stat from my buddy Tim Bontemps. He said no one has ever been minus 42, which Draymond Green is tonight, or worse, in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Green had no points, rebounds, or assists, and is minus 42 in 19 minutes. And what's going to be an extremely ugly Warriors loss in Memphis. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I have professed to you many times over the years, I've said, hey, go to a Grizzly game. You never know what you're going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you, you saw history last night. No one has ever been that in a basketball game ever. It's never happened ever. No one has ever played less than 20 minutes and been minus 42. You saw the worst performance in the history of the NBA.
You bums. You bums. Bums. Go on your podcast and talk about that. Pod about that, buddy.
Now,
we also saw a scorigami last night too, Verno.
a scorigami?
Yeah, it was a scorigami. It was I don't know which scorigami, but that score has never happened in NBA history.
Ours 144-93.
Never happened in NBA history.
I believe
scorigami.
it.
Scorigami.
You don't
Scorigami.
see 50-point games very often. Like,
No, you don't.
I wish the crowd would have started the wave.
No, you
bro.
don't. But it was so great.
the crowd even took it easy on them.
Yeah, I know, right?
The whoop that trick didn't get that crazy.
It did.
Like
They were calm
we
with
took
it.
it easy. Yeah. We actually felt sorry for y'all's broke asses.
Do you know what happened to me last night?
Poverty franchise.
This is what happened to me last night. I was walking out of the postgame last night. Of course, the arena has been cleared. And I'm walking out of the postgame last night. And I walked past, the practice gym, whatever. I'm going to walk through the hallway to back up to the parking garage where I park. And walk as I'm going into the hallway. And down the staircase, who do I see?
Zach Kleiman.
Right down the staircase.
I would hope it's Zach Kleiman.
Zach Kleiman.
It was not Zach Kleiman.
Okay.
Tayshaun Prince.
It was not Tayshaun Prince.
It was T. Morant.
Brad Jones.
It was not Brad Jones. It was not T. Morant.
Tony Allen.
It was.
And or Zach Randolph.
Oh, yeah,
It
Tony Allen.
was Taylor Jenkins.
Oh, you saw T. Jinx?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
TJ.
He was standing he was standing at the bottom of the stairwell and he was talking to somebody. Okay? He had stopped there and he was talking to somebody. I don't know, family, friends, something.
Yeah.
Right? But I never see him in the hallway. So I'm about to walk to the garage. I'm about to walk through. And I stopped myself. As I was about to walk down that door. And I said, "Hey, yo, Taylor." He looks up. He's like, "Oh, hey." I said, "Good game." I turned around and I walked off. I turned around. Taylor Jenkins.
Janky Taylor
Yeah,
Jenkins.
you said that.
The big
Draymond.
softy.
Yeah.
That's what Draymond called him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is creating softies with Zach Edey.
You tried him last night, buddy.
Yeah,
You tried him.
He tried who?
He tried
tried
Zach.
Zach Edey.
He tried to push him. Zach didn't move.
Who?
He didn't move.
Zach Edey.
Oh,
Zach
this
Edey.
is after the job block.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
other end,
Yeah.
he tried to run through Zach Edey's chest.
Exactly.
I did see that.
Look at that. Look
I
at that
did.
Oh,
boy.
hang it
Look
in
at
the,
that.
hang it in the
What happened to that boy?
Hang it
What
in the
happened to that boy?
Oh, it's Zach Edey.
What happened to that
Zach
boy?
Edey's
You
here,
get to
Dev.
talking-
Zach
you put the smack into that
You like that 3-ball?
boy. What happened? Hey, Zach, you look real good last
Zach.
night. You wanted the smoke, Zach. Did you want the smoke
I
from Draymond?
always want all the smoke. I'm Zach Edey.
Yeah.
I'm big. You're small. I'm awesome. You suck.
What was the conversation between you and Draymond, like, Zach?
Me and who?
Oh, my bad.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green. What was your conversation like with him?
Who? I thought that was Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
Oh, God.
That's how he looks to me. I'm big. He's little.
Oh, my
He
God,
wanted to run
Zach.
through my chest and he hit me in the nuts. That's how little he is. Get off of me, you Bucky Beaver.
Shout out to the
Zach Edey.
Shout out my guy Zach, man. Hey, Zach.
Never try to get physical with Zach Edey.
What's wrong with this? Charles, don't put the camera on me.
Thank you, Zach.
Hey, he tried him, bro.
Zach Edey has popped up twice this week into the show.
I know. Hey,
You
look, he's
realize
been
that?
popping up a lot since he came back from
Zach
injury.
Edey's been popping up a lot.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you're small, bro. Mighty Mike.